happen, and it's very unconscious, and the music is always playing 24/7. Vegas may never shut down, but I'll tell you, the Silicon Valley drive and the push, these 4 words, wherever you're living, there's this pressure. It's got to be better. It's got to be bigger. It's got to be faster. And then if it gets better and bigger and faster, then you look at what you've got, and then it's got to be more. And the music just speeds up. And it produces something. Produces this desire to be all and to do all and to have it all. We don't say it, but our lives reflect that, I've got to be it all. I've got to do it all. I've got to have it all. So I put 3 things that over time this will produce. It's created a very, very complex world that moves too fast, that delivers too little, and demands too much. When I sit quietly with people of all ages, and whether they're in high school, or whether they're running a company, or whether school has just started and they're driving all over the place with all the different demands, the Silicon Valley shuffle, the push, the drive, the demands, over time they produce fatigue that is high, margin that is thin, relationships that are shallow, families that get fractured, marriages that drift, loneliness that reigns, addictions that surface, people who get hurt, kids that get neglected, and our souls have a dis-ease. Not just a disease, but your soul doesn't have peace. You lose your grounding. You lose that sense of, I'm where I need to be, moving at the pace I need to be moving, and pretty soon you can feel the relationships aren't where they need to be. And whether you're a parent with your kids or with your spouse, or whether you're a single person and realize, I work a lot of hours and I have a lot of superficial relationships, but a deep friend and time for you and time for God and time for authenticity and time for depth seems to be something that you keep pushing out, that you'll do that when this deal is done. And you'll do that when you go public, or you'll do that as soon as you finish this project. Or right now, they're in diapers. You'll do that when they get out of diapers. And then pretty soon they're teens, and you'll do that when they go off to college. And here's what I can tell you. You'll do that when thinking someday, some way, somehow, and that when will not come unless you stop it and decide, I will simplify my life. Now, some of you went on a vacation. I'm really proud of you. It's interesting, the great majority of executives have a lot of vacation and rarely take much of it. Sort of an oxymoron, isn't it? But it's because they're indispensable. It's because there's never a really good time. But sometimes on a vacation, or a missions trip, or a men or a women's retreat, or sometimes God intervenes in His love and a stroke that doesn't kill you, a biopsy report that comes back positive, a car crash, a little scare when it started with a couple glasses of wine to wind down, and now you're becoming this person that you didn't think you could ever become as you cope. And in a crisis, or in a time where you get alone with God, I've had men and women over and over and over tell me, I said, I got to slow down. I got to get some margin in my life. The things that really matter, I can see are fleeting and going away. And the momentum and the speed of what's happening in all the relationships with God, how can you not have time for God who made you? How can you not have time for the person that you said, till death do us part? How can you not have time for the people that half of their DNA is yours? How can you not have time for people that want to love you and care for you and be great friends? And yet, when the Silicon Valley shuffle is rolling, you move too fast. It delivers far too little, and it demands too much. So the question I want to ask and answer with you is it possible to break free of the